All right, so we are recording. This is our first Team Cup meeting on January 26th, and I know Melissa and I are super stoked for all of y'all and for our team to get started. So Melissa, did you want to talk a little bit about Team Cup and what it is? Because I feel like we didn't really touch on that from the last call.
Yeah, so I've only done it, I did it last year, I think, but so basically Team Cup is just where you have a group of people that just kind of have a like-minded goal, and we all kind of work together to encourage each other and push each other, and maybe set goals to say my goal this week is to do 5 follow-ups or 5 invites every day, or just set something and then work together and check in and make sure that we're all sort of hitting those goals and doing what we need. And then also if we need help, hey, I'm struggling with this conversation, what do you guys think about this? And then as you hit different success clubs levels, then your team kind of earns some points and some prizes and things like that. So it's just I think it's just a fun team building activity that helps jump the new year and get it started off on the right foot. I don't know. Do you have anything else to add?
I would just add that I think a lot of coaches, even some of the top coaches, have talked about how this is just ignited their business and it has completely taken off just because of the momentum that's built. And like Melissa said, working together as a team, not only is it competitive, but when you're thinking about it from the standpoint of we are literally just trying to help as many people as possible get healthy in a month. And it's kind of on us to make it a major priority and just stick to it and find that success. And so it's just really exciting. And I know that this, like I said, will just create momentum in your business that you can carry forward and just will help you even reach your goals beyond that. So it's pretty exciting, and I'm pretty excited to be on a team with all of y'all. So I think, yeah, and I think we had just wanted to talk a little bit about the requirements of what we would want to stay organized, to stay accountable with each other towards our goals, not only daily, but then on a weekly basis. And if it works for everyone, maybe do a short call weekly to just kind of see where we're at, encourage each other. We can kind of brainstorm and mastermind and work together that way too. So did you want to talk a little bit about the requirements and kind of what we're just going to be doing daily and implementing for ourselves and holding each other accountable towards?
Yeah, so for me, I just took a new job at the kids' school, and I'm kind of struggling with consistency and finding the time to fit it in. So this to me is gonna be a great month because I'm going to say every day, non-negotiable, this is what I'm doing. And so I have sort of let that slide the last couple of weeks just because my life's out of control crazy. But for me, it's going to be 5 invites every day, 5 new follows on Instagram, and then 5 follow-ups. So, and then obviously my workout, my shake, my post, those things. So I've set that number to be I can't let this go to the wayside just because I'm busy. I can fit it in. So I encourage everyone just to kind of find that goal. Maybe it is 5, maybe it's 10, maybe it's 15. I don't know what your personal goals are, but for me, it's going to be 5. And then, leading into this group, and then also the mastermind page, there's so many good tips and tricks in there for follow-ups and invites and all that stuff. But then, just making sure we have our accounts active as a coach. because if you're not active, then you're not going to earn any commissions from any of the sales that you do sell. But that's just like a really important part to showing that you are being a product of the product. So for me, that's my thing. I'm going to keep plugging away with 80-day obsession, my shakes every day, and the 5x5 rule for me. That's what I'm doing. And some days I might be able to get in, more than 5, but bare minimum 5, which doesn't sound like a lot, but lately it's been hard to even get in 5.
Yeah, I think that's good. Just like committing to a number seems to help. Like I know some days I'll be like, I'm like, okay, I'm not really feeling that. I'm not really feeling like pushing myself, but I've been committing to a number in my business every day, and it seems to make a large impact. And it's really starting to create that like snowball effect. So I would say just be realistic when you are setting that number. Like Melissa said, if you know that this month is crazy stressful and maybe you're starting a new job or you're moving or you just have a busy life, consistently, then just being honest with yourself as to what you can achieve, but really try and push yourself a little at the same time, because again, it is a competition. And it's meant to stretch you in your business, not only like individually, but together as well. So I would say if you set a number this month, then I would encourage you to double it daily. Like that would be my recommendation. So whatever number you had in your head of invites, follow-ups, and connections, we're going to double it this month and just see what we can accomplish and how many people we can help. What do you feel about that?
I think that's a good idea. I'll take that challenge, I guess.
Okay. Perfect. So if we want to say out loud, like if you feel comfortable, Melissa, saying the number that you want to commit to daily, I would love to hear it. And for those who are watching the recording, if you just want to message your coach what you're committing to, and that way in our group chat, even we can be posting our tracker daily, because I feel like that helps hold us accountable and just cheer each other on, because there will be hard days. There will be days that, things are out of our control, which we know. But as far as staying organized and like on task, like this is going to help a ton just to have each other cheering each other on. So if you can unmute yourself, Melissa, if you want to share with us, that would be amazing.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I have a child going crazy over here, so I have to keep it muted. Well, I really think I'm going to shoot for, I'm going to do 5. I'm going to shoot for 10, but no less than 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy, but I'm ready to start growing and challenging myself. So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's good. That'll be perfect. I don't know if everyone knows, but like I am currently working the business full time. So I definitely have more time on my hands, and I have been committing to 40 follow-ups and invites plus connecting separate for me. So I will be doubling that and sending 80 a day, which is scary for me. It takes a lot of time, but I know that it will be worth it, and it's just going to continue to help me build my business. So I am freaking excited, y'all. So does Sundays work for those who are on live to maybe do just like a 30-minute call, or do you guys like power hour style more? Are you able to get on any of those power hours during the day that we've been having? Because that might be helpful if we run through a power hour together just to knock out some work maybe on the weekends if that works for people. I don't know. What do y'all think?
So during the week for me, like, I can't really get on anything because I literally leave the house at 7:30 and get home at like 8 every day. It's insane. But I try and do things when I'm like at the girls' dance and stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to be striving for that because lately I've just been so exhausted that when I get there, I just like sit there like a bump on a log and just zone out. But it's also an hour that I could be, using that time wisely, I guess you could say. But Sundays work for me, like Saturdays or Sundays are good for me for like catch up on like a call, but during the week is hard, especially with time zones. Oh no. Well, what time zone are you in?
I am Central.
Okay, so we're all Mountain Time. Where does Erica live?
He's Central as well.
Okay, so that's not too bad. It's hard when you start doing like East Coast, West Coast, because we're just an hour apart. But like I could probably do something. Tuesdays and Wednesdays I'm home pretty late, but even if I could hop on in the car, I could probably do that. So maybe we could make a poll in the thread.
And we can see, maybe we could
like what
do like 1 power hour a week, depending on people's schedules, maybe during the week, and then maybe do just like a really short call on Sundays. Like talk about what's working, maybe what's not, like we can kind of bounce ideas off of each other.
Yeah, and Melissa, if you don't know, like power hours are just like where you get online like via Zoom call and then everybody kind of works their business together, but you just kind of bounce ideas off of each other live, I guess, on a Zoom call.
Yeah, I've done the power hours before. I would say that weekends probably work better for me. I mean, I'm a little flexible during the week because I have my business, but if somebody walks in the door, then I kind of just have to mute it and help a customer if they walk in. So Tuesdays are good for me, Tuesdays and weekends.
Okay. Perfect. Then I'll take a vote. We can, and maybe we combine it and do like a power hour and then just, talk a little bit at the same time, like 1 day a week on the weekends too. So we can take a vote on that because I know it gets crazy during the week with everyone's activities and stuff at work. So that sounds like a plan, and I just can't believe February 1st is Friday already. So we will be ready to kick off on Friday. And is there anything else that we need to do, Melissa, in order? I mean, I know we need to submit the registration, but any other information that you need from us?
I don't think so. I think I just need to go online and do it. I got busy last week and haven't done it, so I'll do it this week. But I think I have everyone coach's ID. We have our name. I think we're ready.
All right. Does anyone, are there any questions or anything that you guys want to talk about while we're on here tonight? No. Okay. Well, I think we are golden then. I am super freaking fired up, and I just know that we all can make this a priority, and it's going to be fun just doing it together and having a smaller team dynamic, I think, because it just creates more of a bond and relationship building. And I remember last year being invited to do this, and I was a newer coach, and I was so excited and honored, and I still am, and I'm excited to work with y'all. So I will go ahead and submit this recording through so that we can send it out to those who weren't on the call, and then we will just plan on, in the message thread, I will have some voting options for days for a power hour or combining it with just like a short call to bounce ideas off of each other. And we will get started probably next weekend then. Sound good?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep. Thank y'all. Have a good night.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.